Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
48-yard line.
First down, Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He'll try and I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8. At the Chiefs.
Murray to give. This is Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. Oh, that one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Cardinals 10.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
throwing is Mahomes on third. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
6 yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Murray now to throw. Murray has the first down and more. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 32 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Not quite sure how to describe that, but I think that there's a mix-up in responsibilities defensively because they're so used to either the running back getting the ball or the ball getting out of his hands downfield as a pass. And when he ends up keeping it, they sometimes get fooled. And he found a way to squirt through the defenders and take off for a big, big run.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Throwing on first down is Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Markel Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Drake. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and score. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Slide for the PAT.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, and find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now he'll pull it down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow.